Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope you had a great morning and welcome to Citron's webinar series. Thank you for joining us today. And my name is Adrian. I will be the host for today's session. And today we have a special guest. Her name is Dr. Ruzlaini, and she will be it's our honor, it's Satran's honor to have her in this session today to talk more about how you can learn coding through Microbit using Microsoft MakeCode. So welcome guys, welcome to today's session, and thank you for joining again. If you are new to Satran's webinar series, here's what we're going to do. We will promote, we will we want you to interact and ask us questions during our session. And if you're new here, this is how we normally do it. You can drop your questions in the comment section. If you're watching us from Facebook, drop your questions in the comment section below. If you are watching us from YouTube, just chat us up on YouTube at the right side of the video. We will be able to see your questions and we will try our best to answer your questions during this session. All right. And of course, if you want to learn more about what we are doing here during Satron's webinar series, so stick with us until the end of the session, and we will share a couple of platforms for you to join us in our little community. And last but not least, I would like to also welcome Dr. Ruzlaini. She's here at the backstage right now. Hi, Dr. Ruzlaini. Welcome to
Hi.
Satron's webinar series. Hi. Okay.
Okay, thanks,
Yeah.
Adrian.
Welcome. So, Dr. Ruzlaini here, she's an author and she's also the Microbit champion. All right, she's an author of Kreatif Bersama Microbit. She wrote a book about Microbit and she also wrote a book Pengenalan Asas Arduino about Arduino. So, if you are here joining this session, you are in good hands. She will be sharing a lot of information with you about Microbit today. Just Microbit, we'll cover just Microbit and MakeCode. And if you are a complete beginner, right, you have zero knowledge of Microbit, this is the session for you. Correct? So, Dr. Ruslani, this session will be focused on the basics, right, to teach you on how you can learn Microbit from scratch, from zero, actually. You don't need hardware. It's fully simulation. You just need a laptop with internet connection. So if you have friends or you have children around your house or your neighbors or people around that are interested in learning, ask us to join us right now. We will be here until 12 o'clock. And at the end of the session, we will also be giving out certificate of participation. So stick with us. And I am going to talk a little bit more about one of Dr. Ruslani worthy mentioned achievement, right? That it's just recently, all right? So I have to bring this up about Dr. Ruslani. So Dr. Ruslani actually mentored a couple of students. Um, right, the students they actually joined this competition called Do Your Bit. It's organized by the Microbit Foundation, and our students are the winners actually. Right, they are the Asia and Pacific region winners. They created this product called the Oxygen Percentage Analyzer. It's a very interesting project. And Dr. Rosanne, do you want to you know elaborate more on what kind of project is this? How they use Microbit with this project? Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Adrian. So, basically, this is the kids, the students from Sekolah Menengah Kebahasaan Cukai, Kebun Terengganu. So, for those out there who's been thinking that you are not good in English, so all of us are on the same boat with you. So, English is not important. So, the thing is that these students has been introduced to Microbit. This is their first time introduced and using Microbit. That is the most important thing, beside the first one I mentioned just now. And then what they do is the idea. First is the idea is come out with the oxygen percentage analyzer for deforestation. Normally, we do deforestation with like cutting. If the tree has been chopped or cut, then we know in terms of chopping the tree. But their idea is like so amazing. They propose with the idea that we measure the oxygen level in the surrounding forest surrounding whenever the tree is being cut off. So we are using the radio communication, two microbit. One is situated at the forest and the other one is situated at the ranger station. And then we use the data logging function in Microbit that can be downloaded and analyzed using Microsoft Excel. So they did the coding, they did the data logging, and you can data analoging real time, okay, and you can analyze it as well. So when the tree is being chopped down, we counted on the level of oxygen percentage. So the more the trees has been chopped down, the more the reduce of the oxygen level reading. So from there, the forest ranger, know what happened and can straight away go to the wherever the microbit is situated, located, and we can track the placement of the microbit, and we can tangkap lah the apa illegal illegal those doing the forestation. That's all.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. I think that's very detailed kind of. They think the way they tweak, the ideas. I don't know where they
Yes.
come from. I don't think it's us. I don't think we can come up with this kind of idea, right? I think the most important thing is that they understand the technology, and then after you let them go and think the ideas, right, it come out with all kinds of random, very funny, but not funny, very
Yes.
innovative ideas that we very
Yeah.
outside of the box idea, and I
At,
think
at
that's what.
first, normally at first we are going to say that no, that's crazy, but the craziest idea is the best idea.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the tips.
yeah. So there's especially for students, I think they are at their most peak creativity,
Yes.
and when we introduce them to technology, they can come out with very great ideas, and this is one of the great examples. Students who just started Microbit and now they are on their way at the high level. I mean, they're competing with other countries as well, and also showing off their projects in Malaysia. So congratulations, doctor, on this achievement. And again, for those who just joined, over here we have Dr. Ruzlaini, and she'll be sharing with you how you can learn Microbit using MakeCode. Right? You don't need to have a degree, you don't need to have a diploma, you don't need to be an engineer, or right. There's no age restriction. This is for everyone. If you're 50 years old, by all means join us. If you are 7 years old, okay, join us as well. It's for everyone. Okay,
As
so
long
Dr.
as long as
Ruzlaini,
as long as they can understand our language. That's
yeah.
that's the only thing we need.
Yes. And Dr. Ruzlani here, she will also be sharing it with a mix of language, lah, right? Roger a bit, lah, right? English, BM. There's no language restriction. We don't want you to feel restricted here. And ask us questions. BM, okay. English, okay. If you ask us in Mandarin, I'll try to answer you in Mandarin as well. I'll be here with Dr. Ruzlani throughout the session here. Okay, so let's get started. Dr. Ruzlani, are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
All right, great. So I'll switch the screen to yours. Okay, Dr. Roslani, you are ready. You are set to go.
Okay. All right. Thanks again, Adrian. Thanks again, Citron Technologies, for the second invitation for me as your speaker for your Citron webinar series. And this time around, I'm going to share with you the very basic of what is Microbit. How to learn Microbit using Microsoft MakeCode Editor. So for those who this is your first time hearing what is Microbit, so this is a very good platform for you guys to at least get a hint of what is Microbit. Okay, so again, you are free to ask me at any time. You can ask Adrian. I will try to answer as much as your question within my capacity and within my knowledge. All right, so let's start. For all of you guys, you can go to microbit.org. But before that, I would like to show you. This is the Microbit. Okay, hold on. This is the Microbit version 2. Okay, some teachers, they ask me, some teachers who has already been teaching Microbit for Standard 5 and Standard 6 next year. Okay, you guys previously you've bought the first version of Microbit. So this is the second version of Microbit, the hardware. And most of the question asked by the teacher is that, can we still use the Microbit version 1 if Microbit come out with the Microbit version 2? What happened to Microbit version 1? So don't worry. The only difference with Microbit version 1 and version 2 is that Microbit version 2, they added 3 sensors, built-in sensors. First one is the logo here. As you can see here, the logo. Adrian, can we highlight it? Okay, this logo. All right, the logo, the Microbit logo on top of the hardware. This one for Microbit 2 is used as a touch sensor. But for Microbit 1, this logo meant nothing. You can't use the logo as a sensor. Second, we have built-in speaker for Microbit version 2. But for Microbit version 1, you don't have to worry. Just go and buy the buzzer and connect it to pin 0 and ground. And there you go, you have speaker as well. And the third function is the Microbit 2 has this built-in speaker. Okay, in which for Microbit 1, if you don't have the speaker, it doesn't matter. You just buy the speaker and connect it to any of the pin to your Microbit. So that's the only difference. So you don't have to worry. Those who having Microbit version 1, just go ahead with this modification I mentioned previously. All right. So, and we start with Microbit MakeCode Editor. So for your information, this editor, you don't have to download. You just have to have internet, and you need you all are ready to go with the online version of the Microbit Let's Code. Okay, so this is the web, the microbit.org. Just go here and then go to Let's Code. And as you can see here, we have MakeCode Editor, we have Python Editor, another new languages added to Microbit MakeCode Editor is JavaScript. So for those who has learned the Python or JavaScript, you can as well go and do your Microbit coding using either Python or JavaScript. And we have another beta function that is newly added in MakeCode Editor is Microbit Classroom. But I don't have time to cover this one. Maybe later session, or you can go to Citron to ask further on this function of Microbit Classroom. So for today, we are going to go with MakeCode Editor. Adrian, if I'm being too fast, let me know, all right? I'm so excited right now.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
I'll be keeping track, and if there's any question, I will bring the question to you too.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Adrian.
All right.
Okay, so when you click on the Let's Code, you will be brought to this web. Okay, so this is the example what I've been doing this 8 days, 7 to 10 to 7 days before. But for you guys, just click on the new project. But before that, you can go to the tutorial. What is this tutorial meant? This is whatever coding, whatever project that has been done by others and they shared with us in this tutorial. So you can learn by looking at the tutorial as well. You can learn by go to the live coding session, teaching you how to do coding. You can learn by looking at the games available by others creator and learn from this as well. So there are so many examples for you guys to have a look and learn. Okay, but for today, we are going to go with the new project. We are going to click this one, new project, and just type in any names you wish to have. Okay, and type the name and create. Okay, and then you will be brought to this Microsoft MakeCode Editor. All right, so you have this feature. You should have this feature with you. Okay, so we have basically three area that is divided by 3 sections. So this one, as you can see, this is the Microbit as what I've shown you before, the physical Microbit. It is similar with the simulation. So what you see is what you get. What I meant is what you see in this simulation is what you get on your physical Microbit. So that is the beauty of Microbit. Okay, the beauty. So you don't have to buy at first. For parents out there who just want to try to learn what is Microbit, is Microbit good for my kids? So you don't have to buy first. Just come here and try and do whatever you want to do, and then you decide whether you're going to buy or not. All right, and then so this is the simulation area. I will show you part by part after this. And then this is the coding block. The beauty of Microbit is that it comes with, it differentiate, the block function is being differentiated by colors, different color. So we have basic block. Okay, under basic block we have several blocks within this category, which is color coding by blue color, light blue color. And we have input block, music block, LED, radio, loops, logic, variable, mesh, and advanced block, in which we have like numbers of extra block function within the advanced block category. So next, you have the this one, we call it as scripting area, coding area, scripting area. This is where you are going to build your coding. You are going to code, you're going to build your programming, whatever you name it. Okay, so as you look on top of this, you see this one, this is the block. So we are now in block coding. And if we click here, you have two options. So if you think block coding is easier for you, it's your makanan, it's your cup of tea, then you go with either Python or either JavaScript. So I think it's a rich learning webs or application for you. You don't have to stick with block coding. You might as well choose another languages. Okay, the Python or the JavaScript. All right. And here you see whatever name you type beforehand is going to be shown here. And this one is where you're going to save on your laptop. Normally, by default, it will be saved on your download folder on with this name. For example, Citron Webinar .hex file. Okay, so from the files you will going to download, upload on your physical Microbit. So if you're going to do it physically, test the Microbit physically. Okay, so the best part of this is that, as you can see, we are going to learn block coding today. The first tips for you to look is on the shape. For example, if this is the shape, okay, the outer side of the shape, there is no like lekuk, like the thing logically, just looking at it, looking at this block, you know that you can't sambung the block with this outer shape like this. So meaning that this is the beginning of the block. So as easy as that. Okay, as easy as that. So if you have this connecting part in between, either it's going out or in the part, this one is where you are going to do the connection of the block. And whatever block must fit with the same shape. So that is how you know which one is the beginning block, which one is the block that you're going to connect to this block. Okay, and then, so by default, if you start the block, it will start with the onStart and forever block. And as you see, the color is light blue color. So obviously it is taken from this basic block diagram. Okay, so I don't know what is onStart. I don't know what is forever. Do I need to remember all those things? Do I need to understand and like memorize for me to do all the coding? No. The answer is no. Just put your mouse here and it will tell you what is the function of the block. So onStart. onStart will run the code when the program starts. So it already let you know what is the function of onStart block. So it will only run once when the program starts, only once. Okay, so what is forever block? Besides just looking at the name, you sort of can differentiate, know what is the function. But then if you just put your mouse here, cursor here, and then it will tell you the forever blocks will repeat the code forever in the background. On each iteration allows other codes to run. So if you are using the forever block, it will continuously run the coding for you on the background. So that is the example of forever block. Okay, so now let's start with the example with onStart function. Okay, we have show number, show LED, show icon, show string. Show number is obviously it's about number. Show string. String means in coding is perkataan, huruf, alphabet. So it is known as string in coding. All right. And we have clear screen, forever, on start, pause, show arrow, blah, blah, blah. We have numbers of from this one. So for example, if I want to have this one, it's either I click at this block function, okay, or I go back and I drag here. So the choice is yours. Which one you prefer? Okay, as you can see here, if I want to delete, I just click on the block and click on the delete button. Okay, I'm not a patient person, so I like to everything to be fast. So I just click on the delete and it's deleted for me. All right, as you can see here, the color of the block. The color of the block is not blue as it's supposed to be, and it's outline with the yellow color, meaning that you are not doing the right connection. This block has not yet been connected. See what it shows there? This block is disabled and will not run. Attach this block to an event to enable it. So meaning that you have not done anything with the block. So we go to on start and click here. All right, and it turns to blue color, meaning that you are doing the right connection. Okay, as the shape is similar with the on start, inner shape of the on start. All right, click at the arrow, down arrow here, and the choice is yours to choose whatever display you like to go. So for example, I would like to go with smiley icon. All right. So as I mentioned previously, on start, it will only show once during the startup of your coding of your programming. So it's already show here. Okay. So this one is the simulation, show the simulation. This one is for you to restart the simulator. This one is to debug. What is debug in coding? Debug is to find an error within your code in coding. And this one is if you would like to mute the audio, if you are playing with music and you don't want to play music within this Microbit, then you just play mute audio. And this one if you want to enlarge the screen. All right. So for example, I click on the run simulator and it will show. You can't see the difference between the on start and the forever as I mentioned before. So let's go with forever block. And then we go to basic. And we show with show LED. What is the example? What is the difference between show LED and show icon? Show icon, all the icon is already made for you. But show the LED, you need to draw your own gambar, your own drawing, whatever. Okay, before that, all right, I missed the very important part. As you can see here, how many LED we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 horizontally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on vertically. So a total of 25 LED. So where does this LED comes from? So look at your microbit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 horizontally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertically. So similar as this one. So whatever you want to draw, just draw here and you know it will come out exactly as what you draw here with whatever is going to display on your microbit. All right, so go to forever. So I just want to draw this line. Okay, and now let's play. Remember, on start, we only play once during the startup, and forever will take over all the way and play forever on your background. Okay, let's go. First, I start the smiley icon, and then the rest of the time, this drawing is shown on your microbit. Okay, so that is for warming up. All right. For example, if I would like to go with, okay, right click your block function and you see you have duplicate. I malas nak ambil from this block again. I just want to duplicate. If I want to only duplicate this block, I click on this block with the yellow outline and click duplicate. So only this block is being duplicated. If I would like to duplicate all the whole block and just click here, right click, duplicate. And the whole block will be duplicate. So as easy as that. And then right click again and you can add comment All right, so this block is for what, blah, 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 blah. A good programming, a good programmer, a good programming practice is that if you come out with your coding, it's good for you to write down what is the function of that coding that you wrote, so that other programmer know what you are doing. That is a good practice. If you learn in university for coding, that is the good practice for you to understand when you write coding or you write programming. Okay. All right. And then, for example, we go with show string. Show string. First, the smiley icon. Second, forever show string will play on the background. So I click here. Smiley first, and then the halo will start moving from right to left until it finishes. And it will keep repeating, playing, because we are using the forever block. And then I go to the basic block and I choose the clear screen. And what happened? All right, I'd click this one. Smiley first, hello goes, and then nothing. Okay, it will clear your screen. All right, for a while. And it keep playing again. Okay, so that is the clear screen function. For a while and keep playing again. All right, next. Okay, so we are going to move into interesting block function, which is the input block function. So as the name implies, the name is input. So anything related to input for your microbit. Okay, whatever input is considered as input. The sensor, the button, anything that the pin that is related to the input is grouped in input block function. Okay, so as you can see here, first we have a logo as your input as well. Second, you have button A, okay, and button B. The same button exists on your physical microbit. So you don't have to worry. Just try here. That's what you're going to get on your physical microbit as well. Okay, so this is the pin input as well. Okay, we start with input on button A first. Okay, as you can see here, look at the shape of your on button pressed. Okay, it's either A, B, or combine both A and B. Okay, on the outer side of the block function, you don't have any shape. Okay, any outer shape or inner shape, meaning that this can be used as the starter, as the beginning of your coding. All right. So if I delete this one first. So if I press button A, I would like to come out with the show icon, love show icon. Okay, and I want to duplicate. Right click and duplicate. Okay. So as you can see here, the color turns to gray color, I suppose, with the outer yellow outer line, meaning that this coding is wrong. Why? Because you are using the same button A. You cannot do that. So we go to button B. All right. And on button B, when I press button B, I would like to play a melody. Just go on melody and click here. Okay, click here. All right, for you guys who are into music, then you can create your own melody using this editor, but I don't know how. So I just go to the gallery and we have built-in gallery for you. So what is the scale, reverse, mystery, sounds, melody is? If you want to listen first before choose, then just click here. Okay, I will choose this reverse melody. And as you can see, this is the reverse melody at the editor. So this is how the reverse melody is being created. I don't know why I can't explain on this part. So since this is not my forte, all right. And at tempo, you can choose your own tempo. So for music teachers out there, you can bina the melody, whatever you teach your students during your music class using Microbit. Kan last time masa I belajar masa kecil-kecil dulu, I used to play recorder. So we have to read the chord, the music chord, the C lah, C minus, A plus, and then Why don't you go to this Microbit and build using this music function? All right. Okay, go back to our first mission. When I press button A, the heart icon will be shown. When I press button B, this melody will be played. All right. First, I would like you to see on this connection, as you can see here. If I use the sound, whatever sound, automatically the connection of the microbit will be done like this for you. The connection is from pin 0 and ground. Okay, this is a very good application come out with Microbit. Why? As you know that this is where for those using Microbit version 1, you need to do the connection to your buzzer. So from which pin to which pin? So it has been shown to you from pin 0 and ground. The positive buzzer should be connected to pin 0. The negative buzzer should be connected to the ground. So as easy as that. So that's why normally we will advise the teachers, parents out there, if you are using Microbit version 1, please reserve pin 0. As pin 0 is reserved for sound function using buzzer. So that's why we always say that to all the teachers out there, to all the parents out there using Microbit version 1. But for Microbit version 2, it has been on speaker, so it doesn't matter lah. Okay, so as you can see here, even if I click start, nothing happened. Why? Nothing happened? Because I haven't pressed either button A or button B. So if I press button A, okay, play first and then press button A. So the heart icon will shown. All right, and if I press button B, the melody is being played. All right, so I would like to have both button pressed all together, A and B. And if this button press, I would like to show string hello. So delete this one first and show string hello. So notice here, if I add the function of A and B button press together, automatically on the simulation part of your Microbit here will come out with the button A plus B button, extra button for that. Okay, if you are going to do it through your hardware, you just need to hold both buttons simultaneously for you guys to come out with whatever coding within that A and B button pressed all together. All right, so I press this button and the string hello will come out. Okay, as easy as that. Don't you think it's so easy? All right. Okay, so next, what else do we have in input block here? We have OnShake. Okay, OnShake function. So this is also as well the beginning block. As you can see, we don't have any shape on the outer part of your block function. So it's definitely the beginning of the block. So you have shake, logo up, logo down. Look at the picture here. So logo up means that the logo is vertically up. Logo down is the logo is vertically down. Screen up is the logo, the one with the Microbit logo is horizontally screen up. And screen down, the logo is facing down. Tit left, tit right, free fall, 3D, 6D, 8D. This is the gravity of the movement of your Microbit. So you can do it on this simulation as well. So for example, if I shake, if I choose this shake block function, as you can see here, straight away, the shake icon, the shake sort of button or what we call it, come out for you to shake it virtually. All right, so if I shake, I would like to have I would like to see the light level if I shake. So I go to show number. Why I go to show number? Because I'm going to use this light level. Okay, see the shape of the light level. It's oval. Do we call it oval? oval panjang macam ni. I don't know what is the name of this shape. But then it's similar with this one. We cannot use straight away. You cannot use this one, as you can see, because this one is oval, long oval. All right. And this one is, the shape is like this one. So I choose show number and I choose light level. Okay. Then I shake. Play and shake. Right, and shake. You need to shake, really shaking it to show the light level. This is not the first time I'm having problem. Okay, for those out there, you can try and really shake it to show the light level. Adrian, I cannot make it. All right. Okay, you have to really shake it for the light level to really show the light level.
Click play again. Click play again.
I don't know. Okay, I'm having.
Yeah. Okay, and then you shake. Yeah.
I'm struggling right here. I'm not using a mouse. Okay, I'm not using a mouse. Sorry. Okay, all right.
The light level is
all right. The light level is shown. Okay, this is not the first time I'm struggling showing this part. Okay, and then you can choose to logo up, logo down, screen up, screen down, till left, and whatever. All right. Next, for Microbit version 2. Okay, before that, I need to find the, okay. Okay, on logo press. This one is for Microbit version 2, as you can see here. Microbit version 2. Again, if I press the Microbit version 2, I would like to have the light level be shown on your Microbit. Okay, bear with my internet. Right, when I press on the logo, as you can see here, the dotted line is coming out when I choose on logo press. Okay, and I press the logo. Right? So the light level is shown. You can either on the logo press, meaning that you have to press for a while, touch, just touch, and release. Once the logo is released, then what happened? And long press. Okay, for your information, for unit 3 RBT Darjah 6 next year, you are going to use Microbit version 2 for this touch logo function. Okay, so that's why I'm showing you this all together right now, because teachers, you are going to use this for unit 3 RBT Darjah 6 next year. Okay, so for those who are using Microbit version 1, don't worry. If you can't do this with Microbit version 1, you have two options. The first option is that you buy, you get a touch sensor. I think Citron as well got the touch sensor, right? The red color one, I think. I've seen, am I right, Adrian? I've seen the touch sensor from Citron.
Touch sensor.
The red color.
The module, capacitive touch sensor.
Yes, that's the capacitive touch sensor. Yeah. It's either you buy that one, or you just take any jumper, wire, crocodile clip, whatever, connected to pin 1 and 2 and short the pin. Shorting is one. I'm not supposed to use this one. I'm not supposed to use this one. But that is the very fast way of you to show the touching by touching the crocodile clip. Okay, but you have to bear in mind, if you don't use any extension for this Microbit, you only have like 3 pin, 0, 1, 2. So the pin is not enough if you straight away using the crocodile clip. Okay, then you have to buy the touch sensor for Microbit version 1. All right, the choice is yours. But if you are using the extension for you guys to connect, to use all these pin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You have 17 pin if you are using the extension, the pin extension. And then you can use the method I've mentioned just now, the touch clip function to come up with the touch sensor. All right, so that's two options. Okay, and then I've shown you as well the music together with the previous block function. I need to go very fast since I have like 10 minutes left. And then radio function. Okay, so this is the good one. You really have to know this one. Okay, so what is radio? Radio communication is the wireless communication that is built in within your microbit with the BLE, Bluetooth Low Energy features that is built in your microbit. It is used for the microbit to communicate two or more microbit. But for example, I just explained if you have two microbit, how these two microbit is going to communicate. For example, you are going to communicate like chatting, WhatsApping, or me and Adrian, we are going to chat using the microbit. So we are going to use two microbit, one with me and one with Adrian. So we are going to chat. Or whatever function. As mentioned earlier just now, the project that has won for the Asia Pacific region, the oxygen percentage analyzer, we use this radio communication for communicating with one microbit in the forest and the other one at the ranger station. Okay, so first thing first, all right, go with radio set group. Okay, so we have to first choose the on start function. Okay, what is on radio set group? Radio set group ni, it's like communication. Itik need to communicate with itik. If itik cakap dengan ayam, the duck talking to the chicken, both of these doesn't understand the language. So that is what radio set group is all about. You have to set a similar communication coding for both microbit to understand. Okay, so for this Microsoft MakeCode Editor, the latest version, we can see both the transmitter and the receiver. All right, so I need to go down a bit for this one. What is transmitter? What is receiver? For example, I have two microbit. So this one is the first microbit, and the first one is from my side, and the second microbit is from Adrian's side. Okay, so for example, I am going to transmit. So my microbit will going to be the transmitter. Whatever is coming out from me is transmitting from me. And Adrian will receive whatever coding, whatever arahan from me. So Adrian's microbit on Adrian's side is known as receiver. The one that receive. I'm the one that sending or transmitting. Adrian is the other one who are going to receive whatever communication, whatever I'm going to send to Adrian. So this one is the first step you need to understand. Second, my bahasa, my communication need to be similar with Adrian. That's why we go with radio set group. So you can use whatever number from 1 to 0, 255, whatever. But bear in mind, if my ID as the transmitter is 19, Adrian as well need to be 19. That is what I meant, similar communication. Okay, I cannot set myself 19, Adrian 20, cannot. So it's become ayam and itik. And whatever I transmit, Adrian will not understand. Am I clear? Adrian, am I clear?
Yes, you're very clear.
I'm so afraid of this part. I'm so afraid. All
I think
right.
students will understand ayam and itik. We cannot communicate each other.
Okay. All right. So on this, but on this simulation, you can only show one. But if you're going to do it hardware, both sides need to do this version. Okay, I show you first what I meant. Okay, so this is the transmitting part. Go to radio. All right. I will send, okay, on start, and then I will go to input on button A press. For example, this microbit, my microbit as a transmitter will be placed at the field, padang sekolah. Whenever the student press button A, this means that emergency occurred. And I will show string, tolong, help. Okay, so this is what is going to be on the microbit transmitter part at Padang Sekolah. If the student click button A, then the help function will be transmit. Okay, next, I'm going to do the receiver part, the Adrian's part. Okay, and okay, if you can see here, radio send number, radio send value. All right, so I'm going to send radio send string. Okay, radio send string. What is the string I'm going to send? I'm going to send the hello string. Okay, hello string. Help string. Okay. First, the show string here, will only show at the transmitting part dekat padang sekolah. Oh, student tu nampak, dia dah tekan A, and then they will see playing at their microbit the help. Alright, but this one, the pink color, as goes under this radio category, will send the same arahan help to the second microbit, to Adrian's part. It's okay if I don't want to put this one, it's okay. But I put there for the sake of students know that their message has been sent. That's the point. But it's okay if you don't want to put it. Alright, on Adrian's part, the receiving part, if, for example, if you send number, then you should receive number. Again, apa yang you hantar, that's what is you're going to receive. Jangan hantar benda lain, expect to terima benda lain. Alright? If you send value and name, then you have to receive name and value as well. If you send string, then you have to receive radio string as well. So on my part, I'm sending a string. Then I will choose receiving a string. Okay, so this one I'm doing right now is Adrian's part, the receiving part, the teacher's part. The microbit that will be placed in bilik guru. Okay, to monitor the student at the padang remotely. Alright, and then bila receive on radio receive ni, I nak show string. Tetapi if I type help here, it won't happen. Okay, this is the message within my microbit, Adrian's microbit, the receiver microbit. So what I need to do is I need to go to variable, pemboleh ubah, and type this variable. As you can see, the color is red color, maroon red color, I think. So go to variable. You need to type exactly as what this variable is. So received and the S is capital letter. So go to variable and type receive S capital letter string. Okay. And you can see here, it's automatically created for you, the set, the change, whatever. Details on variable, you need to refer to Citron for any classes to teach you details on this variable function. Okay, for my purpose, I just want to show you this receive string. Because the block is oval block, so I want to show the receive string. You know, as I mentioned, I'm sending the string. What is the string I'm sending? This one will be received as exactly whatever I'm sending here. If I change to help, if I change to hello, whatever, doesn't matter. It will receive, this variable will receive as accordingly to whatever you type here, the transmitter part. And then on the bilik guru side, you need to know what is the string sent to you. So whatever the string is received here, it will show as receive string whatever you submitted. Okay, now let's try. Simulation. Okay, if I click button A, remember I am on the transmitter part, padang sekolah, A. Alright, so this is microbit 1 at padang sekolah. This is microbit B at bilik guru. So I click A, help will come out dekat bilik guru. Okay, remember I mentioned you just now, okay, I nak juga show string. Okay, show string. I nak show the same string. Alright, so I boleh type dekat sini, help, no, doesn't matter. So whatever I'm sending, okay, whatever I'm saying, when I click button A, okay, all right, student can as well see, and microbit A can, the second microbit can as well see the same function. So that is what I meant. So it doesn't matter. I won't show this one at microbit dekat padang sekolah, as it will consume battery. That's why I normally don't put this one lah. I just straight away go to this one. Okay, to maintain the battery on at the padang sekolah. Okay, this is what I meant just now. So for simulation purpose, you have to only write one radio set group for both microbit. But if you are going to use to download and use the physical microbit, what you need to do is first you have to have this one on first microbit pertama at padang sekolah, this one and this one. Delete this one. Delete this one, only these two block, and download. Name it as a transmitter microbit and download. Download and upload this one to first microbit. The microbit to be put at the padang sekolah, at the field. And then for microbit that will be placed in bilik guru, you have to have this one as well on start with similar radio set group and radio receive string. This one delete. This one delete. So you only have to have the on start and on radio receive. Download this one, name it as receiver, microbit, whatever. Download this one and upload on the second microbit that will be placed at bilik guru. So that's what I meant. For simulation purpose, only one. But for real application on physical hardware of your microbit, you're going to do like what I mentioned just now. Okay, so I have another like 7 minutes. Okay, I will fast forward, move to advanced function. The rest you can explore, the logic, the radio, you can explore. I think I've covered the easiest part and the difficult part here. Okay, in between you can explore. All right, and advanced function, because for microbit, for RBT darjah 5, darjah 6, you are going to use servo motor. So as you can see here, you don't see any servo motor block diagram. So what you can do is click on the advanced function and go to extension. Okay, you see here you have servo, and I think previously I've seen Cytron punya function as well in this one. Am I right, Adrian? I think I've seen before one of Cytron punya block here.
Actually, there are a few from Cytron. The Wi-Fi, Rekabit, EduBit, right?
And the latest one, right? The latest one, the what? The
Wi-Fi,
what you call it?
Wi-Fi growth. Yeah.
The growth. Yes, the growth. I've seen it. So if you buy those, I mean, the Wi-Fi growth, whatever from Cytron, just find it and click the block diagram. But for the one that I've mentioned before, for RBT darjah 5 and 6, you are going to use the servo motor. So just click on the servo motor, and it will automatically added as part of your block function.
But you will need internet, right? You will need internet to search for that.
Yes, indeed, yes. This one you have to have internet access. That is, I mean, that is the cannot help one. Okay, you have to find a way lah. That is the only bit I think that we can't help with whatever. So for those teacher RBT darjah 6 that you're going to teach either RBT unit 2 or RBT unit 3, so this is what you're going to do. Choose the servos and do whatever programming you need to do with this servo block diagram. But it is mentioned in the textbook. You don't have to worry. The step is mentioned. Each step is mentioned in the textbook. So I think that's all for me, Adrian. Very train one.
I'm learning from you. I think this is a very good refresher. I personally, I actually didn't really explore on the V2, Microbit V2. But I've seen that right now you show me that there are a lot of these blocks for V2. They divide it out. the blogs, and they updated the software quite a lot
Yes.
already.
Yep.
When I started, or the software, it looks different also lah.
Yes.
So
Yes. So much different with
yeah,
the previous version.
yeah. So it's great lah that you show. You see, some people I'm not sure if you have questions. I think I answered some, but we do have comments like, right, the radio functionality, it wasn't really, it's not the first thing people know about in Microbit, right? When we see Microbit, LEDs, shake
Ah,
sensor.
you nampak macam ni kan? Alah, cikai wan. You know what is cikai?
Yeah.
Kan cikai wan. You know what? I tak sempat nak tunjuk. But you please go and explore the data logging function. It's
Yeah.
like so cerdik lah. This kid can do. This tiny kids can do it. So cerdik.
Yeah,
The data logging function. Go and try.
It's actually very compact, right? The
Yes.
Microbit. It's actually, there's radio, and then there's Bluetooth also, right? Bluetooth.
Yes. Yep.
So everything in this one tiny little board, right?
Yep.
Actually, in the label, there's a label, a microphone.
Yes.
I heard that you can do voice recognition also.
Yes. You can from your voice and bagi arahan, whatever you want to do through voice recognition. Yes.
Yeah, machine learning. So that one is like different level. So the learning is a lot, right, for this tiny little compact embedded system. I think duplex com. We have a very complicated question here. Can it support duplex com? Duplex com, I'm not sure about what's duplex com, but there's a transceiver in there, and it can do transmitting and receiving dual communication, right? But do bring us these questions to this is what I'm going to share next, our Telegram group. Right, if you have further questions, two-way communication, yes, it supports two-way communication, transmitting and receiving on a single device, on the same device. But of course, when you program it, you can only do one thing, either transmit or receive.
Yes.
But I think it can do like multiple receiver and single transmitter, right?
Yes, can.
Yeah,
like for example, in class, you teacher, you want to do programming, not quiz using Microbit. So you can once transmit from the teacher and multiple receiver from your students. You can do it within your class. It's doable.
Yeah. As long as you chicken talk with chicken talk with that, and then all the students
yes.
set the same correct group. All right. So again, guys, more questions, drop us your questions. We are still here, and this is our Telegram group. It's meant for students, and also teachers are invited, and parents as well. It's a very light conversation group. We are trying to create a mini community for students to ask questions about Microbit, about Arduino, about digital learning. We have engineers in there, we have professionals in there, but the conversations in there are meant to be light, nothing too technical, not too complicated, not to scare students off. So we welcome you to join us there. And if you have questions from today's session, ask us there as well. Yeah. Okay. And then let's see. I don't think we have any more questions. All right. A few more things that I would like to share is we have this Cytron webinar series every Saturday, 11 to 12. Next week, I'll be sharing you on Arduino. It's actually Arduino and Microbit, right? There's a continuity in it. You learn Scratch, and then you learn Microbit, and then, okay, you can go Arduino, right? It's like a stepping stone. And I'll be showing you on Arduino. It's the next step for Microbit, but of course, you learn Microbit doesn't mean you can't learn Arduino, right? You can learn everything, but you have to learn the basics first. And what Dr. shared today is very the basics of programming. And if you understand that, you can go anywhere else very easily. You understand things very easily. You know what's variable. You know what's loop. Right? All these simple functions are okay. And I think this is what most of the audience are here for, All right, this is our feedback form, and if you have feedback, if you want to share your thoughts about what we should do in our future session, or what do you think about today's session, do drop us a feedback. And while filling this feedback form, you'll also receive an e-cert. So do make sure that you provide us the correct email address. Okay, I'm gonna leave this slide here for a while we look at some of the questions here. Let's see. We have one more questions from Kraken. All right, the question is, can the radio function work with servo?
Okay, you have to understand this one. You need to know which one is the input, which one is the output. So radio communication is basically the in-between function to connect the input and the output. For example, if you don't want to go with jarak jauh, remote communication, then just connect input whatever to output using the same microbit, using the same pin. But if you want to have the servo motor run on the other part of your microbit remotely, while you're giving the instruction from another microbit, then you use the radio function and make the servo motor run on the other part of your microbit. That's, I think, am I right, Adrian?
Yeah,
That's the point you need to understand.
Yeah. It's doable actually. It's doable. Right? You just need to program it right, receive the correct value, control the servo motor at the right time, things like that. One thing about the radio function, I actually did some Googling just now. Like, your students did the deforestation project for the Do Your Bit, and when you're in the forest, right, there's actually no other frequencies around the area. It's very, secluded forest lah. No Wi-Fi or different types of frequency. And then I read up like, hey, what's the microbit radio range? They said if there is no signals around, it can go up to 70 meters.
Yes, I forgot to mention that one. Thanks, Adrian. Thanks very much.
Actually, that's very interesting. Right? For such a tiny little, it's like a walkie-talkie. 70 meter is actually quite good for a very tiny little device like this. It can do real application. It's not just for education anymore. You can really do something with this. Yeah. Okay. So all right, it's already 12 o'clock and we're going to end our session right now. But again, if you have more questions, we welcome you to ask us in our Telegram group. All right, join. But yeah, so thank you again. Thank you, Doctor, for joining us today. We really appreciate. If you want to rewatch it again, by all means, go ahead and watch it. If you want to share it with your friends, go, please. And again, if you want to learn more about what Doctor has been doing in the past, again, in the beginning, I mentioned that she's also an author of some of the books that she have written, Microbit books and also Arduino books. I have dropped the link in the in our video description below. If you're watching in our video in YouTube, then the description that I've included the link for the Microbit book. Do check it out, and yeah, you can actually learn a lot from there as well. Okay, so thank you again, Doctor. Thank you for your time today. And we hope to have more sessions with you in the future. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.